months into the year. How much do we know about this year's rookie class, Grant?
Well, it's still early. We have to remember we might be a half year into a decade-plus career for some of these guys. So I think it's best to reserve judgment for now. An NBA career is a marathon.
And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. Ball and Rozier are the guards. Then it's DeAndre Hunter, and it's Jones in at the power forward position. Here's prime time. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up an early foul.
And here's Rozier. He just could not put it together in that loss to Philadelphia. Williams passes to Ball from 10 feet away, and he knocks the jumper down.
Well, the great length and the great size of the backcourt, LaMelo Ball continues to improve as an interior scorer.
Tons of hype around LaMelo Ball, the 3rd overall pick in 2020. Just like you, Grant.
Yeah, although the draft was a little different back in my day. But let me tell you, B.A., there's so much pressure being a top 3 pick. It's really impressive that LaMelo has lived up to the lofty expectations.
Now here's Ball. A reliable go-to guy for them. He's averaging around 26.5 a game. We've played just over a minute here in the first. From deep. Prime time. Can't get it to go.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor. Boy, having a hard time making shots, just 1 for 4 to start this game.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. And Rozier pulls it down.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Well, the ability to change pace for Rozier just keeps the defense guessing on that drive.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's prime time. Hornets with the rebound.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Ball outside. Pass to Williams. He can't get that one to fall. And Detroit will go the other way with it. Coming into this, having knots to win against Boston in their last game.
And the main takeaway was their accuracy from beyond the arc. An impressive performance indeed.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
And so it's Charlotte with it, following the score by Detroit. Here's prime time, hounded by Ball. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. It's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And that streaking rack attack is the mobile one drive.
And I love the way he played downhill on that drive. Love the attack mentality in a close game.
Detroit calls timeout. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
Certainly something to keep.
The Pistons leading. Isaiah Stewart out there with Marvin Bagley. Then there's Cade Cunningham. Then there's Sadiq Bey. And it's prime time in at the 2. That's the group for Detroit starting the second.
knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
And not many teams have as solid a piece to build around as the Hornets do with LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo clearly is a guy who has incredible confidence, incredible vision and passing ability. When you look at his ability to make the game easy for the players around him, and sometimes in transition to make those elite athletes look incredibly special, he is a guy that you would enjoy playing with.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Thanks, guys. Well, prime time in their last time out against the Celtics just played phenomenal. He contributed 35 points and stretched the other team out a bit, nailing a few threes. All around, he had a great game. He was a difference maker. Hopefully, we'll see that same energy from him tonight.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy. He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Charlotte trailing. Ball right side. Right side, Porter takes the three, and it's Bagley with the rebound.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Here's primetime. He's got 10. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback. And the Pistons lead by 11.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Ball passes to Porter. The kick to Hunter. Can they get it? Kept alive. Controls the rebound and the putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Hunter can't get it to go. Detroit with the ball. A big stretch here going. 10-2. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Here's primetime.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Off target from three-point range.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
The Pistons have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Cunningham played it in with a nice touch off the window. Cunningham's got 5 points.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And games like that are backbreakers. To be so...
And so it's the Detroit Pistons going into the break up 12. A big...
That's the end of the first half with the score. Your Pistons 39, visiting team 27.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. LaMelo Ball with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Steve Clifford. Ball and Rozier are the guards. Then it's DeAndre Hunter, and it's Jones in at the 4-man position.
Isaiah Stewart, first personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Charlotte, Jones. Kai Jones.
And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
Jones hits them both. Detroit has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Pass to Bagley. Here's Primetime. 13 points in the game. And there's another one for the Pistons.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Second chance effort. And Stewart with a lay-in. That was good.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, the Pistons focusing on improving their scoring. Coach Dwayne Casey said, quote, "This is an offensive league. In today's game, you've got to be able to shoot the three because you can't make enough twos to win. It's tough to defend the three, so you've got to keep that scoreboard moving." Back to you.
Floor spacing at a premium, Allie. Thank you. You know, one thing Kyrie Irving has talked about is reclaiming his power, Grant.
Well, he has stopped listening to the outside voices telling him what to do, finding his own purpose and his identity. And at times, that's meant being something of a renegade. Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Inside. Ooh, good finish at the rack off a slick feed. Stewart's gotten 4 this quarter.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
To the paint. Here's Ball. Oh, no good. Unable to win this run.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
And that one's good. Bagley.
They're really working the paint now.
For Charlotte, they've gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Now a timeout called by Charlotte.
Too many wasted possessions. He's getting in bad situations and then failing to kick the ball out to more ready shooters.
Only the loudest fans. Only the noisiest fans.
Kate Cunningham's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And a change for the Hornets. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Ball. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Porter's shot is off.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Pass to Primetime. From deep. Fires in the triple. 21 points in the game.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Cunningham against Rozier. Free throw line jumper. And no good. Cunningham with some nice D. And here's Detroit. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Here's Primetime. Banked it in on the glass.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
The Hornets shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Rozier. Beyond the arc. Detroit with a rebound. Stewart's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Primetime. 23 points in the game. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
And you know, B.A., even with the game well in control, he's going right at the rim. I love it.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Here's Primetime. And he makes it on the layup.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Rozier outside. Back to Porter. For 3. The rebound by Stewart. Stewart's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's Primetime. He's guarded by Porter. Primetime can't get it to go. he's going for the oop here. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
We all know Terry Rozier can score the ball, but boy, showing the selflessness right there with that pass.
Here's prime time. He got it up, and it's in! Oh, nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Oh, they're on fire. The run punctuated by the big trifecta.
And so it's Detroit with an almost surefire victory here, up 32 at the end of the quarter and dominating. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Jalen Noel. Then it's Duren. And it's prime time in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. And prime time gets it to go.
Boy, what else is new? This guy's accuracy this quarter has been phenomenal.
Beverly outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Grant, as NBA players start to have more of a platform, we still hear those who say shut up and dribble. What are your thoughts about this?
I think it's silly and it's unfortunate. And if you don't like it, then change the channel. But players today, matter of fact, everybody today has a voice through their social media channels. And it just so happens that NBA players have large platforms that reach people all over the world.
Yeah, don't expect the players to be anything other than themselves.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
And Charlotte shooting 34% thus far in this game. Hayes is checked in for the Pistons.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Ball, tightly guarded. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Porter gets the bucket.
I tell you, the vision is simply special. LaMelo Ball toys with the defense, creates easy opportunities for his teammates.
Here's prime time. Doesn't go for him. And Charlotte going the other way now. And it's the Hornets on the break. Here's Hunter. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
LaMelo.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
A new lineup here for Charlotte. Pass to Richards. The fader. Rebounded by the Pistons. Love's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Pistons.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And with another win in the bag, they've racked up 46 total on the year.
And it's clear who the better team is. They sweep the 4-game season series, just dominating them.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for prime time.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
And no lack of aggression on that move. Good for the 2K drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
To the middle. Here's Beverly. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Now this guy's ability to attack and be aggressive. Patrick Beverly in the painted area.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Primetime. Off target with the 3. Here's Charlotte now. Beverly outside. Here's Thor. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Here's Primetime. Beverly defending. Here's Primetime. And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead,